If you have to throw a dart and begin your fight for the Green New Deal, where do you go? The Rust Belt. I asked the fundamental, why do they call it Rust Belt? Well, because that's where the industrial capacity, the powerhouse of America, Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, Illinois, the powerhouse states that built stuff. Now think about it. It was the New Deal that built the American middle class. The GI Bill, you could buy a home. How many dads and moms got their law degree or business degrees from that GI Bill? We're coming full circle back to what really built the middle class and built power. With the Green New Deal, is we're building that same vision, okay, of FDR and Eisenhower, and instead of it just being thrown at industry, we're throwing it at what we need to do to save the planet. We have a degraded environment because the 1% know that everybody is struggling to get by or survive or have a decent living. So that wage is important. And when that wage is taken away, they know that people are willing to do a lot more just to get that dollar. In some cases, they give away their health. Think of line, look at a coal worker.
Years of working in a dark Kentucky coal mine have taken its toll on John Robinson.
Felt to be pretty important, coal miners are, but they just ain't being done right, and they're being robbed. Really are, they're being robbed.
Just a block, not a city street, where you had 12 people die from cancer and 3 or 4 people still on the block living with cancer.
My daughters ended up with environmental asthma. And as a father whose children were injured, that's what pulled me into the environmental movement. Crime, bullets, all those things that we see striking the urban black community or even the rural communities in white America and rural America.
That's right.
It's the lack of economic opportunity.
We're in this hamster wheel in Southeast Michigan where we pay a healthcare bill and then we maybe skip a DTE bill and we'll pay a water bill and then we'll pay the mortgage. And a lot of people are doing that, right? A lot of people are switching out what they have to pay for something else. Since 2014, the household burden, that swapping back and forth, has doubled and tripled for working poor families.
The residents who have been here, born here, they do feel left out. They have been hearing for years the trickle-down effect, or we'll create it at the top and it'll trickle down. Well, they're waiting for their time.
And how they get away with that gain is then they start blaming other people, immigrants and others who are coming in, as they say, that's competing against you, and that's why you're not being paid as much, or that's not why your community doesn't have the service, because we have to pay for all these other people. So everybody thinks the environmental justice movement is environmental for black folks or brown folks. No, it is not. It's like the civil rights, it's for all folks. It's the right of humanity to clean air, clean water, and clean soil. The most important threat is anthropogenic climate change. The old model, the New Deal model, was predicated on economic expansion, so we built a lot of cars, we built a lot of factories, coal-powered factories, we built refineries, we built all that stuff, and now we come to pay the bill that all that energy and that opportunity is now costing us our planet. So now we have to do that big government organizing, just as it built the middle class and built the industrial powerhouse that was America, that also once built Detroit. We now have to turn that power to now save the planet. We can build and do anything. It was labor in this Motor City that beat back the fascists during World War II. It was the Motor City that fueled the economic engine that drove and built America. And this is where ground zero, it has to begin. Visioning is up to you. The sky is the limit if you vision it. If you're waiting for the 1% to give you a miracle and give you that legislation, it'll be a wait in vain. And by that time, the planet will be at beyond the tipping point, and our next generations will not ever even have the opportunity to dream or share this vision. Living wages and living jobs on a living planet. These things must be intersectional, and we must transcend those barriers that keep us apart, but come together to be that voice to say, this is what we want.